I have no idea why. When I was looking at the starting soon on dashboard, for whatever reason, it was just freaking out, having these weird graphical glitch, but it also doesn't show anything. Anyways, um, I didn't really have anything planned, to be honest. I was going to do a game or some videos. Unfortunately, nothing really interests me. I was going to do Dead Rising, but for some reason I just lost interest after finding out that the first game does not have crafting. I can say hi. Probably not. It was hello, welcome. It for like 2 weeks. But I was going to say anyways, I was going to do some gaming, but honestly I don't have anything that I'm interested in right now. I did download Warframe again because the new update and because Iron Mouse has like a code that gives you like three things. It was a color palette, a stuffed animal, and some kind of wing. It had arrows in it too. And I wasn't planning Helldivers. It's kind of got repetitive recently. I did get a new War Bond, which is really fucking cool. The grenade pistol is terrible though, only because it has like six shots, and the fact that it's it's just not useful. I thought it was gonna be like I know it's like a grenade pistol, but the way it looked, it didn't seem like it would actually launch a grenade. Uh, the one I want to get right now so far is the explosive crossbow, which is stronger than my sniper that I got from it. It's the sniper itself is already pretty cool. It was a lot of fun to use it. Unfortunately, it takes a while to use, and it does not work particularly great against squid mobs, like at all. I died many times to it, mostly because they got too close and the explosion pushed me away. Um, so I did learn that Dead Rising 2 is when the crafting started, which sucks because I really love the crafting part. But I also want to complete the first game on stream, not in personal time. I'm just ignoring that in personal time. Oh, I recently finished the achievements for Final Fantasy XIII's Lightning Return, and I have access to the outfit. And then I looked up that I could have just gotten the guard that specifically came with the outfit, and I could have just worked towards the 14th day to kill God's favorite little pet, which I cannot pronounce because the spelling is very weird. But you get the ultimate guard from it, and apparently on hard mode, which is what I was on before, drops a level 5 heroic guard. Heroic guard takes almost every single damage and it makes it into dust. Except for 1% of it, but who really cares about that part? You're just blocking everything aside from that. It was really nice to have. Um, I don't know if there's really a need for it though, considering the fact that I'm already overpowered to the point where I have to unlock the limiter to let me go past 5,000. And I have to try new builds, otherwise it's just gonna get boring. There was oh right, I was playing the Dragon Age before this, or not Dragon Age, Dragon's Dogma 2 before this, and I found a slime tunnel, or not tunnel, cavern, cave, one of them. Anyways, I only had two spells. One was the uh, basic fire spell to get as a mage, and then I got I think it's called Palladium, which is the 3-hit shield that negates damage from negates damage from 3 attacks. And at that point, I could have just gone its weakness, which is ice, and go back. Mostly just because of the fact that it was a bit of a walk. But fire still worked. It's only damaged by magic, which is only me. Uh, because we have a warrior and a ranger who don't attack it for some weird reason. I guess it's because it knows that it's inefficient, but it's just I have to fight it alone kind of thing. So it is pretty interesting to watch it eat the goblins. Speaking of which, I saw one trip when it was going down the hill that I was climbing. It was funny. He slammed his face into dirt and slid a little bit and took him a while to get up. It was really funny. I wish I was streaming that part. It was absolutely it was just so damn funny. I loved it. Anyways, by the time I got to the main quests first, uh what in the fuck do you even call that place? A village? Half burnt village? I had like almost 15,000, which 500 or 5,000 went to a book that's required for a quest that allows me to get a spell. Technically, two of them. One is the meteor, and the other one is the tornado one. I happen to like the tornado one, but they did improve the meteor one. The meteorite one can now track in this one. In the first game, it just randomly dropped somewhere in multiple places. It wasn't too useful, so your greatest spells is just tornado. Well, of course, there's a like lower end ones. I happen to like the glacier final spell. I don't know what the hell it's actually called, but that one's one of my favorites against Cyclopses. It does so much damage and does like piercing and stacking damage, which is really good. I don't play it, but I'm like just slightly past the beginning of the game, and I don't recall if I ever streamed it. Hound in the game is fucking terrifying. As a caster, you're not getting away from that bitch. He teleports. He uses his sword like a fucking monster, which is basically what he is. But like one hit and you're dead, unless you have the shield on, which is not available when you're a what was it, sorcerer? That was. Um, I mean, like it's the worst fucking enemy, and it's not even like a big deal when it comes to the other worst enemy for casters, which is golems. Golems have multiple weak points. So you have to break them all for it to die. Um, Unfortunately, Tornado does not particularly work against it. You do get physical spells, if I recall, but there isn't very many, and there's only some that are good. Like the flamethrower was terrible, really terrible. You can't even aim it that well. If your target's moving, you have to move your mouse frantically in order to catch up to it, and it lasts for like 5 seconds. You could technically stop it by hitting X, and maybe not get killed in the meantime. But I think I've just preferred lightning spells. They're very easy to use. Plus, I don't have to worry about tracking. They removed like half the spells between the game, though. Between both games, I mean. And they added a couple of new things. They added stockpiling. No, wait. Spell saving. I think was I think that's a new one. They made it so that you don't have to add healing magic. Your cast or your mage is just a right click function, and as a sorcerer, your right click for that is stamina recovery, which is really good. I don't have to waste my time trying to eat potatoes or anything else that provides stamina. As a knight, there wasn't much different. They have like a skill that allows you to spin around with a shield that protects you from all sides, and it's pretty fun to do. It's basically blade. It's just stupidly fun. But in order to show that, I have to go to a different account uh, because they only allow for one save slot, and I am a mage on my current main. I played all the classes aside from the support class, which is what they added recently. It was a non-attacker type. You can't do any damage. All you do is just buff and debuff. You carry a item that has smoke in it or something. It also creates illusions, which is technically useful um for monsters. They'll try to go after your illusion. I think you turn invisible too. And you create a platform apparently that it can just either walk on or fall off of. I can't remember which. And they would just take themselves out. You still get the experience as far as I know. Probably. Maybe. And they also added a new class, which is I believe Dragon Slayer. You get like a Darth Maul kind of blade system. And you can cast magic, which it's not bad. It's just default kind of magic. Like there's no element to it. You can summon up to I believe it was 4 balls at any time, even while spinning your weapon around, which is cool. It's basically battle mage. Uh there wasn't very many spells I recall. I remember I think it was a charge beam attack. Um it was stupidly powerful though. It was really fun to use. Another one was I think it's like a arc type of shot or something. I can't remember. Warrior is basically just warriors. Not much new for that. I think they added some rather than take anything out because the warrior basically had anything. Like you just so in the first game there's barely like anything worth having. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Arc of Dominion or some shit. Which is basically just a charge up ultimate swing down attack. Which is devastating as fuck, but like you have to stand there and take hits until it's completely filled. You would know when it's like an effect that comes on, but you know, it's just not my kind of thing. I can stand around casting spells all damn day, but I'm not gonna stand around like a fucking warrior trying to swing something. Uh, as a thief, I believe this was Dual Blades called. That one was pretty fun. They had a lot more explosions, if I recall. Uh, it was definitely like a faster kind of like combat with it. Though to be honest, the damage is, as you expect, not that great. It is 2 blades, or 2 daggers, but it's still really good. They removed the assassin, if I recall, so that kind of got pushed into the thieves like repertoire. I think that's part of it. It's been a while since I played your classes. So they have 3 cities in the game now. Well, in the second one, they have the Human Kingdom, which is the one you go to first. Then they have the Elven area, which is for mages, exclusively for mages stuff. Well, that's why I go for it. Then there is the Beastman country, which is, I believe, mostly melee. I believe humans is all rounder, but there's is like the shittiest like spread of items. I don't technically count the mining area in the volcano area towards the end of the game, which you could technically just get to pretty damn early. You would just have to run the chance of dying multiple times, or until you can just figure out a way to deal with them. You just no wait, that's right. I don't think they have explosives anymore. So in the first game, you can throw bombs, and that would just basically that basically kill anything that's high level. After a while, I killed bosses with it, and I've showed it on stream before, but I don't think they have that in this game. Well, they still have the explosive arrows and targeting arrows, poison arrows. I mean, like you kind of have to spice up the ranger in some way, but I don't think they have explosives that you can just readily buy like I used to in the first game. It was so much fun using those explosives at low level. It was so damn easy. Especially at the damn shit, what was that eyeball thing called again? The Watcher? Anyways, Beholder, that's the one. Anyways, all you have to do for that one is just that you have to wait for it to launch this massive tentacle. And you have to go under it and it'll poke its own eye out. Then you spam throwing the whatever the damn explosive was called. I think it was called Throw Blast. But you keep going like uh inventory, item, throw blast, throw, and then repeat until it gets up because it will. I think it takes like 2 attempts for it. 3 if you're pretty bad, or if the RNG is just terrible for you. And after some point, it becomes useless. Of course, that's also in the DLC place, which was made into the main game. What's that place called? I think it was Moonlight Tower something. But it was stupidly easy to go against the first boss. Um, Anyways, in the second game, you can just cross the border illegally. There's a cart that runs through. If you get onto it and don't show yourself before the gate opens and then closes, well, technically, if you even if it closes, as long as you're on your side, you're gonna be wanted in a way. Well, technically, there's going to be hostile to you and they'll try to kill you. Um, you could technically stay in it, but you won't be far enough to where you won't get attention from either monsters or the guards. And apparently you're supposed to be able to get past it if you wear a beastman's mask, which I tried, didn't work. The other one's supposed to be a permit, which you get from the main game, and that's supposed to allow you to get into into the beastman's country, which is basically just a desert. Um, I see. So in each area, they have blacksmiths that specialize in special elements. Like humans do like a mix of magic and strength enhancements, and then the beastmen do strength-based enhancements and health and magic. And you're supposed to find a dwarf, I believe it was, who can give you the next stage of enhancements to your weapons. I think gear or armor too, but I don't really touch armor all that much. It's a bad lesson. Yeah, don't flirt. Um, they had griffins in both, but in this one you can ride. It was an achievement where if you ride one in the desert, where the beastman is, that you can be brought to its nest. Apparently, that's the thing that they do. I did get this. Go to the Sphinx once. Uh, I cheated. I looked up the answers, and I think there's like a go to. You can fight it as far as I know, but you can't do it in the first one if I recall. I mean, not like unlock the chests or anything. But during that point where I had like all the spells I want, and I was just soloing because God, does the NPCs tend to be stupid in every game that you play? You know, when it's on your team. Like, why the fuck do I have to be so stupid? Of course, Skyrim is one of those issues too. You know, the game that constantly gets re-released a lot, as if they have nothing better to do. They just released it for the Steam 2 not too long ago. I'm going to start up Dogma 2 because I was thinking about it and I love the game. I do have to update some of this because I didn't have it set up for Steam. I do have to change the audio too because I do have them on separate audios. Never mind, I forgot I already did that. Which is technically just better for me. I'm not going to make a new character. Oh right, Warframe. Speaking of Warframe. Anyways, so Warframe recently got an update to character creation when it comes to the operator. It looks so much fucking better. I swear, it looks so damn good
Sir
now.
Gregor wishes to speak with
The
you,
original one
Master.
was terrible as fuck.
Shall we go to
I
him?
absolutely hated dealing with it. It was such a pain to find some actual features that I liked in the
I
faces.
have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you
I
ready
think
to
an option
depart,
to
or
say
do you
yes
need
or
some
no.
time to prepare? Good. Then
I
let us
already
be
did all
on
the
our
quests
way.
I need to do here though. The issue with this one I have is the waist. You can't make it thinner. You can't make it wider. I don't know why. You think you'd be able to. So you can do every other aspect aside from it.
A fine
What are the
place to
hands?
harvest some
I don't think the
ingredients.
hands could be
No
altered.
harm in picking a few. Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
What do you mean no means? I have elementals. I don't like spells today much. Alright, the other thing that they added is the ability to speed up your spells. There are some exceptions, such as ultimate spells, which is tornado and being able to drop giant fireballs upon your enemies.
I'm sure we'll find a place
Um,
for it in due
The
time.
cost of it is extra stamina. Also, the effects of these spells are so much more cooler. Let's get to and I believe that means I can. No, wait, that's right. So they changed it. So
Dare I say
in
it?
order to get
We trounced
advanced
our foe well and true.
classes,
Overconfidence is
sorcerers,
an enemy in and of
magic
itself.
knights,
Let us instead strive
No,
to
they
better
removed
ourselves
magic.
with every battle.
magic archers was the other one. You have to get their equipment with, or just unlock it from features, I believe is what it was. And what else is it? There's another one running. Anyways, to get one of the ultimate spells, you need to collect various spell books. I think you're required to have at least 2 or 3 for both of them. So they don't have to be real ones, but you should do it for one specific character though. She's a kid. She lives with 2. I think they're
Your risen is
grandparents.
the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been.
She teaches, I believe it was the meteorite
Yet
spell.
not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many
The meteorite spell isn't as good as the tornado spell though. That's just how it is. Also, weakness this thing is fire. As one would expect. Let's spell. Can't wait to get a better version of it. Oh, and Prose is over here. I added him as a pawn, which is my main pawn. So in this game, you can create pawns. Well, and also the original. You are the Risen. These pawns are not human. They are
An obstacle blocks
a
our way.
vessel.
Perhaps we
Of
might
your will, I
remove
believe
it
is
by
what it was.
force. If a
They don't
race
have like any
is
actual
defeated,
humanity or some shit.
might I be of assistance?
Anyways, I made him archer because Rose is an art or like a bow user, like in every other game that has it. You play it. And as per usual, I'm a spellcaster because it is just the best thing I'm good at. Is the only thing I'm the best at when it comes to classes. Well, technically I can easily just do any other class without any problems. You know, once I get into it, it's just spell casting is just
In
it's just
relation
much
to that,
more easier for me.
we've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
Thieves do allow for a greater range of cooperation.
I love dude. In this game there is again. Secret tokens. Those things unlock various different things. One of them is a ring. I want to pick up. Can't recall if it's for spellcasters or for all. It's I think it's 5 coins or 10 coins. I think it's 1 coin. No, it should be like 10 or some shit. I think it goes up to 100 and something, 150 or something. They have like an entire guide for it, so it's not like I have to go around looking at every inch of the place. I can't remember, but I believe they might have an impalement skill for warriors. You basically just stab them and keep stabbing them in the same place without like pulling out your sword
Might be worth
completely.
a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
I forgot gold because the so all the monster items I'm going to be picking up for a while is useless to me because I can easily just go to the Elven Village, which isn't too far from here. Well, not as far as the Beastman area. And I don't particularly need any specific what's the word? I don't need any specific permit to go in there and buy shit. I just have to remember where the specific staff is because they don't speak the same common tongue as everyone else. You need a pawn interpreter or to get, I think it was, you're supposed to make friendship or get a friendship with an elf from anywhere really.
Hold here a moment. I shall.
And they'll be able to teach you the language and can translate the shit on your own because it's taught to your
Who's that you
pawn.
brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
I don't think you can self.
And arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean?
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawn.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
So I'm gonna point this out, but the beginning of the game, it's shown that we were originally the rulers of wherever the place was called. Then we were kidnapped, thrown into a mining place with our pawns, mistaken for a pawn, lost our memory, freed ourselves from slavery, because that's basically what it was. Came to this land on top of a griffin, and now I have to make our way back to the throne, I guess. I never completed the game, so I don't know.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is... All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
There's an encampment to my left. There won't be a bridge for a while. So it's not here yet. It's just a shortcut to get to your side. There's I believe there's a guy who specifically teaches you how to use the warrior's skill, whichever one is that. Which is the Archidefestation, which is what the name was called. And not the one I thought it was originally. Though in the first place, the first game actually allowed you to have upgraded versions of spells. Like,
I'll collect
I think
that.
Grand
An
Heal was one of them when you got like a 2+ to your skill. It's like a stronger version of the default ones you can get. Which was stupidly awesome. But I don't think they have it in this game. They do have an issue with coloring hair. So my current character has like a reddish, dark red, kind of red hair. And the orange hair is not available. Supposedly you can just buy it with, I believe they said 500 Rift coin or crystals, Rift crystals. And in order to do that, I have to go to the first major settlement, which is an actual Jason transfer. I don't know if it's still the same, but in the original game, or the first game, I guess is a better way to put it, your weight for your character determines how much you can carry thing. This one seems to be about the same as everyone else's. You don't share anything better than your ones. You make your character as buff as you want. It won't really matter though. First, my character is as short as possible, which is apparently 160 centimeters. AC decides it instead. This one I want to sell, so that I don't use potions. Not unless it's for heat. And then I also need to keep spuds. This thing I've had since the beginning of the damn game, and is yet to ripen. Also, there's camping in this game, which means you could technically cook. It doesn't show it now, but you get buffs for it. Also, I don't need this. This thing's stupidly heavy. It's like 7 units. And also because I already have one. They do break. If you were to sleep when there's monsters nearby, you will run the risk of it breaking on you. Oh wait, I forgot to point this out. So there's effects that you get depending on what you eat. Doesn't really matter either way. But H stuff sells better, and before you ask, I'm pretty sure it's real cooking and not made with Unity or anything.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Well, I guess I just walk. There is a location nearby. It'll allow me to get sorcerer gear or mage gear or some shit. Here it was, but in order to get it, you have to be a lich, and I'm strong enough for a lich. For those who's curious about how stats work in this game, your class determines what kind of stats you'll earn. If you were to choose a warrior, a beginning class, which is sword and sword kind of stuff, your stats will be 4 strength, 3 defense, 2 magic. I think 2 magic defense as well. As a mage, you get 4 in magic, 2 in strength, and I think 2 in defense, 3 in magic defense, and then ranger, which is currently what Froze is. 3 in strength, 2 in defense, possibly magic. Thieves are just 3 all around. There's like no loss in that one. As a sorcerer, you get the full bonus, which is 6, but in this game it's not a consistency, it's just a higher amount that you can earn. I've seen like 1s and 6s and 3s, and it's just random bullshit that you get per level. So you can like reliably like max out all your stats. Maybe you can, don't really know. Anyway, it's pretty simple. All I have to do is max the living shit out of your melee, or out of your weapons.
We've got goblins!
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
You can still throw things around you though. There's some rocks over here, I believe.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
Oh, and I don't think it was an original game. If you were to have a pawn down there, and you were to jump towards them, they'll catch you and prevent you from dying. I don't. It was. I kicked her. Yeah, I kicked her. I think this one was Serpwort Leaf. It doesn't have much use. It can turn into a potion for healing if you have the right item. And I have a lot of fruit. There's a specific reason why I have so much fruit, but once they get ripened, they become a shit ton of expensive items for the Beastman Kingdom. I think it was 360 or something for like a normal unripened apple. I think it was like 540 for a ripe apple. Also, I love this game so much because of the fact I can just take my weapon out and then put it onto my side. Or if I want to, I can prepare a spell whenever I want if I happen to get a target. Of course, this spell doesn't last long.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Smite. Why did you not die? Oh, and the cool part of this game is, unlike the original game, you can stagger them. Hello. You can stagger them, and you can do like an insta kill to them if you do melee. Well, it's gonna do. You can insta kill them if they're sleeping, if they've been knocked down. If you jump on them from like a certain height, you can kill them. It's Dragon's Dogma 2. It's one of my favorites, despite the fact I've yet to finish. And also one of the things I hate, mostly because of the fact I removed so many spells from the first game. There were so many cool spells then. It's just weird that they decided to remove some spells. One of my spells that I loved to do was Seismic, I believe it was called. It was a holy element, but it also did physical damage. At least they fixed some of them. Could have been better though. I mostly just play as a spellcaster though. Why is this skill not doing much damage? They do have Glacier if I remember. Glacier Fisher? I don't remember what it's called. Unlike the first game, you can increase your stamina, or not stamina, carry weight. I don't know. I played the game, but I don't remember seeing any similarities to it. You can't sheath your weapons unless you two-hand your hands, which is weird. I call these falls sometimes, it's so damn funny. What's funny is that one I saw before stream, where he just tripped on at his own feet and face planted when he was going down the hill. Oh right, so this skill is a attachment to your mage class. It's no longer a spell slot, it's just a right click. Instead of having to take up a spell slot, you can have your full spells and be able to heal, which is basically all mages can do. I mean, like, seriously, mages are the only one with healing over the one creature, or not creature, class that can do like more devastating spells, which is technically like a stronger version of itself, yet it can't use it. Which, to be fair, it just, they all have to be unique in this kind of game. Why in the hell are you up there still?
That was hard one.
Anyways, the bug that I picked up. From your bio, you seem like a... Yes, I absolutely love mangas, manhwas, animes too. Although some of the anime this season is terrible. There was the Potion Life one. I was expecting more from it. I was also expecting a different one. They had I think it was the same author I was thinking of for the 80,000 gold. I think it was like last season or something. I can't remember their titles, to be honest. I was reading the price deprivation. I can't remember what that one was. Apparently, or not apparently, the synapse of it is summary. Anyways, it's supposed to be the main character's currency stays the same, but the entire world has like a much lower currency system. Instead of being like millions of dollars to buy a certain item, it would be like a couple dollars. Or to buy bread or groceries is a couple cents. It's I think it was like 64 chapters long. And their art style is fairly similar to an AI's kind of appearance. But I don't think it's AI itself. The characters look too consistent, to be honest. And there hasn't been like any particular issues with hands and certain parts. It just gives that kind of feeling for the detail. And also because it's on my phone, and my phone's currently being used for tracking. There was a Space Mercenary one,
We ought
which I
to
really
consider
like.
this a lesson.
That one was
This is what befalls
updated
one who lets down their guard.
last week. Yes, that one. Yeah, that's the one.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a
Hit the heaviest. Oh, yeah. This one gives you no, it's 0.15, which isn't much, but still helps. Apparently a lot. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so apparently this is the Arisen's icon, and these are pawns. I guess it's supposed to tell you how much you can have up to. That should be the title though. Also gems. They each go to their own specific locations. The one I just sent goes to the Beastman one. There's one for Vernworth, which is the human kingdom, and then there's ones that goes to the elves. I don't remember what they are, but they specifically say within their title, or not title, their flavor text. So much. I don't even going to use half of them. Oh yes, the ripen. So I'm trying to collect ripened one. That's why I still have these in my inventory. I think it takes 3 days for them to ripen. Around there.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
That ain't guns.
must not let down our guard.
Ooh, just in time, nice. I think it goes up to 3 attacks though. Paladin. I think it's my currently only good spell that's available right now. Oh, Muram Login. I was reading that I think it was a few months ago. I don't even remember why I stopped reading it though. And then living up with the gods, I was like, there was leveling up with skills, I believe was one of them. Or maybe it was they have quite a few versions of that. There was one called leveling up with the sword. I don't think I've watched that or read that one. But the skills one I did. I don't remember much of it, oddly enough.
Let me get that.
I can't think of them off my mind though.
Well spotted. Indeed. Good on
Also,
you,
these
being
chests
so
have
observant.
equipment. There's other types of chests, but the black chests usually have equipment. Let's see. Ring grants the power to. See, it's something. I guess it was outside. The ring that grants power to the wearer whose spirit resonates with magic reduces damage taken from strike attacks, which means it's useless to me and to Froze. Also, I need to replace Nicola. Obviously, she doesn't have equipment. Nicola is a or gosh, I made this again. Oh, I could just look at the profile. They are affiliated to Capcom, that's the one. It's just a beginner's thing that they give you. Living Up with the Gods is the one with the MC. Let's see. The one who took it is, of course, the Capcom one. Yeah, it's just Capcom. Mostly our gods, but like Hercules, Sun Wukong. That reminds me of the Transcendent, where where the main character watches the gods on his phone. They have like a YouTube kind of system for their own stuff. Fighting against the outer gods, then Kronos helps him go back in time. Yes, I remember that. I feel like there's no around here. I know there's one around here. Where is the other one? There it is. This one's just item. It is good. I can't remember what I'm reading. I don't really concern myself with the titles, to be honest. I have like an app that has like all the images and titles and what kind of genre they are. And the genres is the one I mostly look for. The covers usually get my attention, and the names are sometimes hard to read. Mostly because they're in a different language and it makes it difficult to remember. The one I do remember, but it wasn't in English, where the name was Space Mercenary. It was the most unique isekai I've ever read. Because this one goes into a sci-fi game. Well, kind of. It's a settings of the world. And he has a ship that's supposed to be like the best of the best. Like how they usually start out. But it's in space, and that's what's different. They also have elves in that one, which is interesting. I think it was like space elves or some shit.
Why? A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
I think it also had Beastkin, but I can't fully recall. There was dwarves, that much I know. He recently got dwarves for his ship. I'm not a warrior. Let me. Anyway, I like how he just smashed his face into the damn wallet. You can actually get a few acts to it. Yes, got it on head. Son of a bitch, I ran out of stamina. Oh, there is this one called the what was it, Blink Spell Master or something. The main character can only use Blink Spell because he's incapable of magic aside from it. There was another one called Infinite Magic or something, where the main character had to choose or change his mana circle location from his heart to his brain, and he gets a book that helps guide him to his next circle. I think it was up to 5 last I saw it. Damn hell, I'm gonna finish him off. He threw his weapon. Also, you can just destroy the
I had taken it. The value you showed. Give it to one of the. You're free to make. Of course, if you.
It's a breakout zone for me.
The road's blocked. A powerful.
Oh, okay, so it's yeah. So you do have to break it in the end. You could stop showing me. Explosive barrel. There it is. I could have done this during the fight, but it's a pain. Mostly because I have to watch out how I do it because of that. Also, differently from the original game, you don't have to worry about your stamina as long as you don't run with the items. I don't know if they have a beholder in this one though. But I know that they added a Dullahan. I don't know if they added a Grim in this one. They do have the Manticore, I believe it was. Yeah, it was a Chimera. Chimera is like the one I know for sure that has. It's a head of a lion with the goat on its back and a snake for a tail. It is a bitch to deal with.
Ah,
Well, at least I don't have to
Cart
fight it
now.
in the tutorial, like in
You
the first
intend to
game.
join us? Very well. Board the ox cart.
I also like the fact I can just board the ox cart instead of having to walk every fucking where like in the first game. Of course, this game is like, what, 3 times larger than the year one?
Assuming we are not attacked.
Or more. They have a lot of things you can discover in the game.
I'll go and open the chest.
And at times,
Goblins! What rotten luck!
you don't have to skip it
Need
though.
of your aid again, sir.
Oh, it's axe.
Goblins, master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'm surprised it doesn't, like, hit my allies though, because these things are physical and magical. And apparently created an ice cube. Because one of them just used it as a weapon. And it's blue. And glowing for some reason. Ooh, shiny. What the hell?
Seems we drove them off. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right?
Yes, I
Into
have
the ox.
to. Because it's a long freaking. Also teleports you over here. Also, the beast skin in this game, fucking ugly. And also because you don't have a tail. You get like the cat's face and the human kind of ratio. You get the fur, but you don't get the tail. It's basically a shitty Khajiit. I'm not entirely sure why they removed the tails. You think that's like the one thing you add, given the fact as a beastman? Leather is pretty detailed, but the armor that's made out of metal is
I
shit
was informed of your coming.
in comparison to the leather.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it.
I guess because it lacks shininess.
Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only
Also,
be
apparently
one.
it stretches. No wonder it throws me off.
That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed,
That's
he's
a
our
fancy
sovereign
spear.
and the rightful ruler of Vermont.
It reminds me that we don't have access to spears in this game.
It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee.
I would have attempted to flee.
I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside.
I know he's like a good guy, but still.
I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty.
I don't forgive you.
If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril.
Hers would have been more in peril.
I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes.
Why can't we just kill directly? It's not like they can stop me from casting a spell upon your ass.
Your anger is well justified, and I shan't deny you it. However, I am obliged to make you aware of your situation.
Okay.
Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reach the castle that the Arisen had been found.
The reason is basically
Disa,
royalty.
Your
They're the
Majesty's very
responsible ones
existence is
that
naught but an obstacle.
they're the ones who are responsible for saving the world from a giant dragon that's basically unkillable unless they kill him themselves. Which is ironic because if they fail to turn into a dragon themselves, I'm not entirely sure how that works. Because of the fact, oh wait, I think it was due to a bargaining, and they become the dragon in that age, because they have failed to kill the dragon. I'm not sure how I'm going to end in this one, but in the first one, if you don't listen to spoilers, you can just mute or skip. But in the first one, when you become, or after defeating the dragon, you become a god, a seneschal of the world. And your end game is just basically to stab yourself with a sword called God's Bane, and that ends a cycle of Arisens and dragons, which kind of makes you wonder if this is in the past. And probably it could also be a different region. It's just kind of weird.
To our own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus,
Keep forgetting
Disa
this thing's
chose
not
to abduct
auto.
Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave.
Batal is the Beastman country.
Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead.
It's basically the Rocky Canyon. Or where the hell the damn place called. It's just a desert with rocks and monsters
However,
and
with
bandits.
your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause.
They do really
Great.
good with lighting.
Visit me
Too bad it
another
hurts my
time that
eyes.
we might discuss them.
It's just, I absolutely hate flame lit based lights. They just hurt my eyes for whatever reason.
This one's cleared of
I
all
don't
suspicion.
know if
That's
it's
my
still a
commission to
thing,
remain
but
in the capital.
I wonder if they have the
Whilst
elite
discover the good soil no further.
lamp.
Are we clear?
I think you could change it out like you could in the first one though. I know you can actually add, oh hey, it finally ripened. Fucking finally. And I lost the meat. Ooh, and most of my apples got better. Lamp, there it is, lantern. So I might actually be able to get a better version. In the first game, there's I think 2 lanterns aside from the basic. One was the elite one, which can increase the range of light. And I think the other one improves the light, or maybe coloring. They all just reduce the amount of oil it uses though.
Run past just now. Can you tell me which way he went?
How the fuck do you not see him? Wait, was that him? Is that him?
Many thanks.
I don't know.
I'll catch that wretch yet.
You think I would just remembered because I just saw him by notes?
You're a kind one, aren't
Oh
you?
wait, it is him.
'Twould seem I am in your debt.
The guy must be blind then.
In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait.
Oh, there I see. Some of this, some of the graphics in this game has like a smoky effect. If you were to like look at a post and there's water behind it, if you move it up slightly up or down, you see a smoky effect. Kind of like that.
Oh,
When the
it is
guy
you.
reappeared.
You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir.
And I'll get a
You don't
discount
know
because I
how
gave her
grateful I
a
am to you.
fruit roberin. It requires a apple and a green washi, I believe it's called. Warish, green warish, which is very common. And an apple. Which makes a Celebrus Drought. A common healing item. Super common really. It's really good for healing. If you hit control and look to your bottom left side of the screen, you can see the menu item, the lantern option, which turns it on, turns it off, which is actually useful. Then there's the dry spuds, which is for stamina. Very good for those who spam like I do. And then the drought, which heals. I don't know if it's like in the first game, but when you run into someone, you lose their affection, which is terrible because I kind of thrived on needing their affection for some things.
I thought so. She's not
You see that
stopped talking
green
of her
thing on the
adventures
table?
since she arrived home.
That is an
have
item
my
you want to grab.
sincerest thanks for aiding her.
And also because of the fact that you helped her out, you get a discount, so it's a lot
That
cheaper.
girl's always running off on some fool's errand or
Anyways, the
other.
green item is for a
For all my
quest.
chiding.
With the guy
Once she
who we
gets
just
an idea
saw
under her
getting
bonnet,
chased.
There's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray,
I think it was like
make
20%.
good use of it, won't you?
I think the maximum amount of discount in this game was 20 or 50%. I don't fully recall, but they have like a system literally made for it. They're all different too. There's ones that have like a higher amount or a lower
I
amount for a
brought you
discount,
something.
and they all rely on the fact that they must like you. Oh, that's right, specializations for your pawn. Speaking of which, where is my pawn? This goes for your main pawn though. Here it is. This one is for healing, I believe it was. Yeah, here it is. He doesn't need it. He's not part of the healing faction. He's an archer.
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir.
Let's see. You sell the garbage. Ooh, the spuds ripened. I can get into dry spud parts now. This one I need to keep. This one's garbage. Get rid of that. This one's useless. I don't need a bone from Nor or Cyclops. Don't need that. Don't need that. Lantern oil is not particularly an issue. This one I don't need. This one is detox. Don't I need? You can revive yourself if you do it in time, but if you go to 0, and then go into your menu, you do have a chance of bringing yourself back to life. If you take too long, you can die from it. Don't know how that works. And apparently I got raided, and it's not showing it for some reason. Welcome, raiders. Unfortunately, I don't see very much, despite the fact that it's supposed to be telling me everything I need to know. I don't know what the replay activity thing is. Apparently it just repeats it. Give me a sec. I might be able to fix it on Twitter's side. Really not. Welcome. How you doing? I don't have any information. Oh, nope. Yeah, I definitely don't have any information. Weird. Why is that? I like your emails. How are you doing? What were you doing, playing? I am currently struggling trying to figure out what I need to know from these kind of things. But I'm also just blabbering about the game. Like, a lot about both of them. Which, to be fair, is one of my favorite games. It is the one that has the best magic skills I've ever played. Like from Dragon Age. Dragon Age is really good. But theirs has a combo system and this one doesn't. Well, sort of. This one allows you to combine your spells with your pawn, should they be the same class as you or have the same spells. I do have to wait for the game to register because when I go to a different screen, if I take too long, it has to reload everything. Also, I'm doing well. All right. If I said that. Anyways, I'm currently just going through my garbage, selling it. I do have to store the ripened fruit though before they go rotten. need to grab this one. I need to nothing else because everything else is useless. The Unite box is for a quest.
Do come again.
And I'm still not fully used to the controls for the menu. Which is weird. Oh, this guy. This guy is one of my favorite characters because he gets you to Elven Village. It's specifically for casters, and I don't know for sure, but the archery, they're a bit weird when it comes to that. And obviously he has a bow on his back. He's going to ask you for a bow. You know, to buy the cheapest damn thing he has right here, because what he wants is a human bow. Don't know why it has to be human though. And apparently they're not the cheapest one here. I don't recall if I have one. No, I don't. None of it has it. I have to pick one up later because I'm not spending $4 grand or whatever the hell it was. I don't think it'll allow me to get the items if I would just change class. No, wait, yes, it is. In the first game, they definitely would not allow you to get the items for changing classes. But this one should.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to voting.
Right, you have a bow.
Forgive me. You see,
It works out
we
actually.
currently have no arch, and we cannot simply purchase
Also, in order
As
to get the new
delivery of arms
classes,
intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain
wait
was
for him to
plundered by
finish.
goblins.
So the two classes that are currently unavailable, which is one of them I need to grab, is I believe it's called Warrior. It's a two-handed class, and then a Sorcerer, which is the upgraded version of my current class, which has no healing.
So regrettably, I cannot assist you, unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is.
So in order to do this, you don't have to do the mission to go to the goblins and murder them all. You can go to a place that's not in Vernworth, which is where we currently are, and obtain a staff, or stave, I believe is what that version is called. They both have staves, but one's two-handed, the other one's one-handed. And then the other one you have to grab a two-handed weapon, which you can basically just pick up at a different place, or just grab one from a, I don't know, a chest. They're all over the place, and one of the best ones is in a chest in a volcano area. Very far from here. You can't get there very easily.
Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild?
It reminds me, I have available. The maximum amount for your class is 10. You understand once I figure out what I'm doing. So there's 10 rankings if I recall. No, this one's 9. Yeah, this one's 9. So it must have been 10 for the R1. But they give you higher versions. Unlike the first one, I don't know if this one gives you a third version through a ring. The ring system was so damn cool for the first game. You don't have to like invest in the upgraded version. You can just wear the ring and you get to the ultimate version of that spell. I currently have enough to make 2 of them. This one is for allies, which is very useful right now. This one is a haste spell. That sounds kind of useless. Well, for me, green was... Oh, just a light bulb spell. All it's useful is for night times and undead. And it doesn't really do much to undead. I mean, it's like, son of a bitch, I just... give me a sec. I just remembered that I was supposed to do a shout out. Sorry about that. It's been a long time since I've streamed. 2 weeks, technically, but still, where are my manners? Was it SO? No, it's probably shout out still, right? Yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't think thing to do so. I'm so sorry. Oh, apparently I already follow you. You know the name does seem familiar. Such a pain. Oh, so was Warhammer. Oh, Dark Tide. I think I've done that when it was on sale. I did get rid of the game though. I got a different one though. Was it? I think it was a strategy game is what I got for free. I did play it for a bit for stream, but I'm not good with strategy games. Even more so when I don't have the slightest clue what I'm doing for it. Let's see. No, I don't have it. Damn. My Frigor is so damn fun. Cores already done. Augments. I don't need that. So the augments are very useful. They carry over to your next class. They're not specific to what you're currently equipped with. They're like bonuses, basically. What I want enhances magic and prevents staggering. Staggering is not a like main idea of what I want to grab. It's just if I have room for it, I'll grab it. Still the worst spell. I think I'll grab this one. Barrage. Gotcha. It's kind of useless though. Ooh, punctured art. Endurance is useless for pawns. It's a player thing. For whatever reason, pawns
Found any of the items
and
discussed, perchance?
NPCs in general don't have a stamina bar from what I've seen. But you do because you're the player. See, it was bringing power to increases the... Oh, it increases your ability to stagger knockdown. That's kind of useless for my current class. This one increases stamina, health, and carrying weight. Casting spikes, which was from the original game, allows you to find hidden items. Not hidden like in some games, but harder to find chests or something of value. Twilight Star is a circlet. That seems to be just for looks. Really? That's it? Increases the amount of weight. The maximum amount of weight. Ring of Endeavor is the Discipline Ring. That's the best ring. Unfortunately, you have to get 220 of the secret tokens, which is all of them. I'm not going to spend my time doing. The Legion's Might is something that you want to give to the pawns exclusively. Arming Core says just for looks, there's nothing too special about it. Eternal Bond is apparently a gift to the one that you want to deepen your connection to. None of them is very useful. I mean, technically, the discipline ring would be great. It's just, at a point, do you really need it? You already maxed out like at least 2 classes. Not the spell.
Methinks Roderick will be able to
Greystone's useless until you get a hold of a waypoint, which is in every single town, excluding the elves.
He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost
Don't know
all
why,
of our
actually.
stock from him.
There's supposed to be one in the elven village, but I never found one,
May fortune smile upon you, sir.
as far as I know.
We shall have to scour high and low.
Archstaff, however you pronounce it, that's what it was. Fuck. Wrong timing. There is a sword around here. While I don't need it, I can sell it. And it's on top, I believe, of a church. Yeah, there it is.
Oh dear. What am I to
It's
do?
weird. It seems to be lag.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Oh, I missed that one.
Indeed.
It's just an item, though.
Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Shit, I forgot to give her a Nicola. Oh. Cool. By the way, you cannot go on top of those roofs. They're far too pointy. You just slide.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine air.
There is the slums,
Isn't my
which is connected to one area to go do at a spellcaster. I believe it's related to a book, which is required. There is some copies of the books that are the same, which is nice because they are required for a quest. Or you could stupidly copy the books, which gives no greater power than a regular book compared to a grimoire. The ones that are not copy are grimoires. The one where it's just regular books. They're basically just forges. Which, to be fair, you don't have to do it. You don't need to do it. But it's just faster that way. Because both characters for the spells require them. They require these specific spell books. One you can just give them like nothing but fakes, but one you have to give real ones. Mostly because of the fact if you don't get the spell. And I think she gets corrupted by her own magic. I don't fully recall. Don't mind me, just looking through your property. I took your potato, I hope you don't mind. There's no door here. Just gonna stick. And another stick. Oh, this one's the shopkeeper. I'm sure he doesn't mind taking these green warish. There's I believe it was a noble who's acting like a poor man in the area.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please.
Isn't this a guy from the previous look? Yes, it is. Oh, he has a regeneration ring now. Thing. Too bad it's useless to me. He has a ring of strength, but it just seems stupid to get. Mostly because it's like what, 5 grand? 5 grand is that's a third of my pretty useful for Rose Town. You know what? Rose is my best friend, I'm gonna give it to him. On that jail key, I technically don't need it
Pleasure
right
doing
now.
business with
I need to send the rings. Defroze. The right, equip the left. And now he has a string of 20 people. There's no actual conversion. I don't even know what the hell it gives. Status. Straight. And a reward we're in. There is a secret by the bridge next to a statue. I'm not going to go and grab it. There's like nothing to get this character. But I do need to get on top of the church place. Which apparently
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
I probably could have just gone on the roof without having to do it.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
I have chosen the wrong building. It was the, I think it was the event building. You do take fall damage after a certain distance. Or was it death damage? I can't remember which. This is when the ripped crystal sellers. Well, you use ripped crystals to buy.
Go on, have a look.
This one was for Pawn's personality and voice. This one's for changing your appearance and your pawns. This one's just for looking. While they do get off into intellectual question, one cannot expect to deflect even a doll's. That's weird. Where is the color? Must be either a different look.
Many thanks.
I'm gonna grab a different. Oh right, I have to go to the tavern. Here he is.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable.
It's nighttime and I highly doubt
just
it.
thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
The irony of what his statement was. We go over here. In the open. Don't mind that thing breaking, it doesn't a lot. And look, there's people right there, they can easily hear from.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I just summoned meteorites upon his place. But no. Someone wants to be nice and do this the political way.
None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then.
I mean, technically,
There is
anyone
a
could just
problem,
do that, but still.
however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry.
Or I can just wear noble clothes and not want to get me in.
If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you.
And also just dress as a knight. Both of which is in the same location, but if you're gonna buy noble clothes, do not buy it from a store. It's absurdly expensive.
The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this? I thank you.
I'm gonna fucking do
Your
it all
Majesty.
later.
The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. Next is Half Village.
Okay, so the travel mine is one of the locations I have to go to
I believe soldiers
for
have already
the
been
archer
dispatched
staff
to colony
and the
infestation
great
of
sword.
Saurians there.
So it's on the way kind of thing.
Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of...
There is much we ought to tend to.
Yep, and
We
you
all
also
need
give
to
me this.
infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deezer's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. Yet I
Dangerous,
fear we
my
have few other options.
I can't fight anyone.
I have attempted to do the same.
There's a
through my
restriction
own
thing for that
channels
place.
before now.
The
Though
first one, when you go to the
I don't
castle, you
cover so
can't have your
much as a
pawn with you.
whisper of her plots.
I think it was something similar to the degree of in this game. You know, because the royalties and nobles look down upon pawns, or basically just non-existent beings, I guess one would put it. They have personalities and all that shit, but not considered a living being. They're like a tool for them.
Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action.
True.
What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you?
No, but I have
shall
to do it
ensure that
anyways.
The door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
And now to
There is
grab the
much we ought
last
to tend
quest.
to. If we, of all
The
those who serve
Magistrate,
Queen Regent,
which is required for a
there is but
book.
one who I have no doubt will
He's a
lend
dick.
support to Your Majesty's cause.
No, not a dick. He's a pain is a better way of putting it. He's not, like, bad in any particular way, but he wants a specific location to relocate himself to, which is basically in the slums. He wants a place full of knowledge, is basically his requirement, which is in the slums, which requires a quest to get there.
I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deezer demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your
It's a
Majesty
timeout thing.
is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release?
Yeah, I suppose.
I prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons.
He gives you a jail key. You can use it whenever hell you want. You have to turn it in until you're done with the quest, which isn't really an issue.
This mission
And
demands
if you
the
grab
utmost
it,
secrecy.
you can forge it. You get
Prove
one-time
cautious,
use
Your
item.
Majesty.
It is different for every kingdom, though. If I recall.
Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
When you're jailed, you lose your equipment, by the way. I think it was for this one, but in the first one, you lose your armor. Keep your weapon. But as you would expect, there is rats in there. Literal rats. They're like cute. Size of a cat. This one was... Oh, right, for the information for the staffs and sword.
This really is fine craftsmanship. Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment.
He lied.
I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly.
Indeed.
Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart.
Yeah, right.
Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
You could just hire a blacksmith to make the basic shit that just bring it to you. So for the human kingdom, their enhancement equipment is simplistic. It's just balanced. You get a bit of magic here, a bit of physical there. You just want magic for magic stuff, physical for physical stuff, and there's no need to invest in low grade. Especially when there's a staff that can be better or, you know, slightly better. This one, I think this was originally the art staff though. It's weird, but whatever. I'm gonna grab it. Let's equip. I need to sell the old stuff now. I just remembered I have stuff that's rotting now. I need to go and drop it off before I forget. I show you a statue afterwards, but it's really cool looking.
Good evening, sir. I trust you.
That's it. Deposit all those. Deposit spot needs to be change it to something else. Suspend doesn't matter. These things are indefinitely useful. Not useful. They won't rot, is what I'm trying to say. This one I need to keep. This one I need to keep. Just to entry to capital may prove difficult without it. Oh, that's right. It's the quest item that allowed me to get into the place. So, there was a time where I played this and I was unable to acquire it. Apparently, all I had to do is just go talk to the guard, and they would just bring you in anyways, and I'll just get you through it. It's not really an issue to deal with, anyways. I think there was like a time where I had an issue trying to figure out how to get past it all, though. Oops, is fine. Memory, everything else.
Fared all right on the roads, despite the hour.
Is there really nothing I could do with it? You know, I currently don't need it, so I'm just going to put it away. Don't need that much. Definitely don't need that.
You know where to find.
It's stupidly expensive to get in, though. In the first game, I think the lowest amount was 300 gold, which is a starting village. And then it becomes like upwards of like 1,000 for other places. While it's not as expensive as this place, it is a pain in the ass, despite the fact how easy it is to earn money. Ever change the bow? No, I spent money for the bow, did I not? Looted bow. No, that can't be. Stored? Ah, damn it. I'll have to go check. I know for a fact I paid for the bow because I'm missing like 1,000. Maybe I'm not. Oh, wait. I know it is now. I don't think I bought him one yet. I'm going to double check regardless, though. But yeah, I haven't gotten one yet.
Much obliged.
By the way, in order to do quests, you must become an archer. Or, you know, just one that can shoot a bow. It's required because of the fact that there's a quest tying to him learning how to use the human bow. Learning that it's actually made to aim and not,
The goblins
you know,
there.
wish it hit
I hope you
something.
can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace.
See, I need to change to froze and get the bespoke. Which basically leaves me with nothing.
Peace of mind to know.
You're there, you want a bow,
I
correct?
possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
There it is. So it doesn't really matter which one you give them, it has to be bought from humans,
Oh, that is most generous.
or just picked one
I
up
would gladly accept it.
randomly.
You have my gratitude.
By the way, he's currently equipped with it now.
Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect.
So for a reason, the elves decided a bow must be powerful, but not accurate.
Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do
Probably.
you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make.
No, not really.
I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost.
I'm gonna say what held my
My
staff
aim
and I've
was
arrows on my
somewhat
hip.
late, such that my wayward arrows simply would not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. Every elf undergoes this trial.
Blah 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 blah
Indeed.
blah blah blah.
I grew
Basically,
so
he's out on a
zealous
journey
with regards
to become a better
just what
archer.
I need to find
To be
my way.
recognized as an adult or some shit,
Many
I don't really
thanks.
care.
But this is no place. That's where I train. I do hope you'll.
I never fucking travel mine. I believe this one was just to tell you that it's location beyond a travel mine. He's in a watery location where there's a chimera. Also, these things cannot be boarded during this time. Only in the morning, I believe.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Yeah.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
There's a thing over here you can just interact with and it'll be just fine. This will skip time to when you can actually get onto it. You know, if it fully loads. You can sit on it, you can interact with the character, he'll tell you that you need to pay money for it.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you
Mel's the
anywhere till I've
place
had
we
my
came
due.
from, the half-burnt location. You can ride them out in the wild, and you can pay for it, and they'll be able to get you to the destination is located for, and it's basically just an easy way to get around. You can find them even out in the deepest area, as long as you're near a road, you have a chance to find an ox cart. Well, I could doze off. The location I'm going to is midway of the location, and I'm just taking a second to just drop off midway. The pawns don't get on, they'll attack as a guard. You have higher chances just fighting mobs on a way like this. You do run a chance of running into a larger one, usually at like a nighttime kind of thing, when you do this. If you were to go throughout the entire journey without the damn thing getting destroyed by monsters, you should just get to the next location before sundown.
Oi there, friend.
He's going to tell you that he wants you to deliver a letter to Melvin or called.
All I ask is that
This
you
is the
hear
first time
my
this happened,
request.
though.
What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir.
It gives you 200 coins, which is two-way fare.
I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on
Or was
the
it
road. The trouble
400?
is, that's where you come in. I'd like
Maybe
you
there's
to
like some
accompany
left
the
over.
cart
Maybe it's
in my
300.
stead And see, splendid. Now, the cart, and mind you, don't forget
He's
to pay
talking
your way
about I'm on
before
it.
you board. That's each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, so anyone
Yeah.
thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done.
He's the one who teaches you the dragon class.
Oh, and I'll pay your fare this
Dragon Slayer
time,
class.
seeing as you're doing me a favor and all. Come find me.
200
when you
gold, so it
deliver
was
that
2 round
letter.
trip.
I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought to see this to its destination.
This one's an indefinite kind of thing. There is some quests where they're time sensitive. There's not very many of them, though. Well, that I've experienced so far. There was one in the first game that was particularly sensitive. If you get to the castle and do a couple of, or if you finish up the few quests that they make you do, your childhood friend dies, I think. She's not interactable anymore. But she's like tied to another thing that you probably want to grab. I don't know if they still do it, but in the first game, if you were to hit the pulling animal, which is just, you can speed them up for a duration at a cost of, I think, an eighth of their health. It's fine, they don't die from it, you can heal them too. It's just no need to. Mostly because of the fact that they're actually moving near one was a one-time mission in the beginning where we're transporting a snakehead, which is part of a Hydra. The beginning of the game just throws monsters at you. Of course, you don't have to kill them or can't kill them most of the time. First time. The Hydra you can't. You can destroy one head and it would just leave.
Trouble yourself.
This one had a Medusa though for the tutorial. You take a bar out and she leaves. Saggy ass tits. There's a snake mouth too. She petrifies the guards that she was fighting, but she completely ignores you. Even though you're doing the most damage to her. Or if a griffin will come. There was a time where a griffin just swooped down and destroyed my fucking ride. It's actually not that far from here, but they tend to spawn in an area. It's a real nuisance. But it was so damn fun. Anyways, the location is beyond that bridge. And the house to the right has a underground location which is just below the bridge. I apparently was invited for Helldivers. I don't think it's live. Then again, I only put on Twitch. I'm pretty sure I fixed the points. I think I fixed the TTS as well. But I don't fully... I never tested TTS outside of the I get the audio working because for a reason it was just giving me that issue. I set up the TTS pet, but that's for the next model and there's no point in doing it right now. But it is set up. I just have to get around to doing toggles and then
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
everyone is so damn annoying. In the first game, they were like incredibly chatty and their dialogue was, let's say limited.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot
Yeah,
for
very
harvesting
easy.
ingredients.
It was like so damn
Shall we
annoying.
see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I haven't changed my clothes from when I was a slave in this game. But to be honest, the outfit is one of my favorite types. The bandage, feet, and gauntlets. Not really gauntlets, it's just a wrapped hand. It's one of my favorite things. You can have like different parts you can keep with you. I usually like having with the sorcerer's outfit. Because the mage's outfits are just robes and they lack anything nice. It's mostly just a rug. I'm just gonna take a look. The location I need to go to is we're going along the main route. Actually, the location is there is taking us over here, so it's gonna be taking this way, so I have to jump off right here. This is where Travel Mine is, or Travel, and that's the location I didn't get to for my class.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
Let us
Their lines are
utilize
also
our
limited.
individual strengths wherever possible.
So they do comment on previous Arisens who've had them. They will sometimes say, this Arisen only brings about females in their group, or males in their group, or beastmen in a group. And when you find something that their master hasn't found, they would say, I ought tell master about this, or some degree of that. They don't really say much though. The personalities are just something that they do in combat. Like if you were to go for a palm one, they'll like pay attention to dodging and getting in attacks or being more tricky. Then there's one that allows them to go and forage for you. Which, to be honest, kind of annoys me. There's one that is heavier on combat. I don't know what the hell they are. But there's more than just the 4 that you can get to, though. And that golden thing on the tree is just a beetle that increases your carry weight. Very small amount. In the first game, there was a quest to revive a child who was in the farmlands. It required a wake stone, which normally the easiest way to get it in that time. What you find out is usually the what was it? The shards of wake stone. Also, there's harpies to the left. Don't see a griffin yet. Nope. Now we're gonna stop soon. Great. Oh, did you go there? Oh, it's right down. Cool. That was a goblin. Goblins are definitely over here. I hit. Harpies can make you go to sleep. Is that a fucking minotaur? No, it was... Oh, I went to sleep. Son of a bitch, I accidentally hit the damn thing. I didn't do shit. I could've just stayed inside. And there's a fucking griffin! This is what I meant when I said that they fucking swoop in. It's not even funny this time either. I mean, the first time was fucking hilarious. The second time, I actually wanted to ride it. Actually, no, I think about it. I don't actually need to ride it. I missed my turn already. By the way, you can burn their wings and it can just fall from the sky piece of it. Unfortunately, the fact that I'm using this thing, it's kind of going to be an issue, and it's around fire in there. Suck it, bitch! Unfortunately, due to the fact I don't do much damage, who the fuck's doing so much damage? I see you taking chunks out of its health. I think his weakness is only fire, though, but the fire I have is so damn terrible. Anyways, I'm using it to prevent it from flying, which wasn't a mechanic in the first one, if I recall, because it would get up like shortly after. This thing is 4 bars long. I believe in this one has a stone or a steel golem as well. God damn it. It's able to fly now. Need to burn its wings again. Doesn't our caster? They can escape, by the way. And I killed a bull ox. And it just bounced off. God, if I wouldn't kill to get a constant, or where the fuck the damn flame wall is. Wait, their fire looks different from mine. Yours has like a more red tone than mine. Oh my god, what have we got on top? Oh damn, I forgot to get rid of that character. Let's just climb on top and go wrong with it. If you stay on top long enough, it would just ride off with you. Is that one? Yes, I am. I might as well shoot it. There goes one of the lower level ones. Is this one not flying? Oh crap, he's using a spell.
This bow is nigh unstoppable when it's blocked. We must do all we can to prevent it.
I forgot I can use spells. Oh right, so these things they're very close together, which means I can revive both of them at the same time. There's a ring around it, you could probably see it. It's a bluish ring. Is it coming down for a damn dive attack? Yes it is. God, barely doing any fucking damage to it. Yeah, it's more of an orange flame in there, guys, was reddish. I wonder if ice would do any better. No, it did absolutely nothing. Where the fuck is Nicholas still around?
Many thanks.
Seems like they still have the wind effect in the game. It's gonna take a while to kill. And Froze died.
A protracted battle will only put us at a greater disadvantage.
Bro, just take care of the damn goblin. And it ran. Fucking dick. I can destroy my ride and
Rest for the weary, it
leave.
seems. We will be hard pressed to find victory here if we
Ooh,
cannot
sorry.
heal our wounds.
Nice. They're aged meat. I can convert it immediately. Okay, there you go. Sunbloom, but that's kind of useless without the air one. It's a harpy. It's bear. And really a goblin. Oh, it doesn't need a double charge. I do have the high version of it, but it doesn't feel like a high version of it. It's not supposed to be. Ooh, one of my hated creatures, a Saurian. They are, they're just a mess. Actually, I just remembered I could just kill him with a freaking ice spell. Not because of the fact that they're lizards, it's the fact that I can send their ass flying. And let gravity do the rest. See? All that damage with a single spell. It's mostly just because it's really fun to watch their ass ragdoll and die. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. When it comes to the other classes, you can cut off their tails, which would lower the defense a great deal. But, takes a while. Unless you have a two-handed weapon. Base units. Downward swing if you have that skill. What? Why did you stop casting? Ooh, there's a harpy and a saurian. Interesting. Two saurians. And I got stabbed. I don't know if they do it for this one, but in the first one, harpies can get a hold of you and drop you to your death.
Where is it? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Of course, saurians in both of them are just a nightmare to deal with. And this one's kind of frozen. Now it's not. I wonder if I could pick him up right now. Up, someone already chop off the tail. Already got one. Oh, there it is. Some goblins over there. There is an abandoned building over there. Should have a chest on top.
'Tis good you lessen the load you carry. A lighter step can make all
It's an
the
echo.
difference in battle.
Ooh, explosive arrows. So, unlike the first game, explosive arrows to be used requires you to have a skill called explosive arrow, which Rose has and has used. Apparently sparingly so, which is interesting because in the first one they just used it into their normal arrow.
One never can have too many of these.
That is incorrect. It is completely useless. Well, they're completely useless to me. Then there's a cord, a lightning spell, I believe. It is a lightning boon. Enchants your weapon with lightning. So this thing can be used against flying creatures, usually. The only time I ever used it was in the Melvin place from before, in the beginning stream. It was used to kill a dragon, which, if you were to do it in the first appearance, I would drop a weapon sooner than late game. The weapon is, I believe, of its strongest version and is rather powerful. I believe it's called a Dead Ringer. It's as per usual, these weapons are class exclusive to their own classes. Unlike the original one, you don't share some of your weapons. Share any of them unless you get the All-Rounder class, which is just a class that lets you use any spell, any weapon from any class ever. But differently from what you expect, you can have every single weapon and they won't actually weigh you down, unless it's the one you're currently equipped with, which is quite nice. It's only good if you're like 2 skill sets because you are limited to 4 skill slots, which means you get 4 spells, 4 like normal skills. It's just very limiting. In the first game, you get 8 slots for most classes, unless you don't have a second weapon, in which case you just get 4 or 3 of them.
Inform my own master of this.
It's having a second slot. Or not second slot, second set of slots. There's pigs. And a saurian. A dead pig. 2 dead pigs. Nope, 1 dead pig. Eee. Too much damage. There's a chance for it to get frozen. And now it's dead. And there's another one. And I accidentally killed a pig. What's that just? A pig gives a beefsteak, but which it's fine. I'm not going to hunt. In the first one, if you sell aged food, easy enough to get, because there was your starting village has like a group of cows. You can kill them, spend a couple of days, and they'll become aged meat. You can do the same with just buying carrots. Carrots was the easiest way of earning money before it was patched. I don't think it's available now. Maybe it is, I can't recall. You won't get much though. Oh, it is a person, okay. Sometimes you encounter people getting attacked. If you save them, they will sometimes give you an item. Commenting on there's an arrow on his butt. commenting, saying that you saved your lives, and he'll give you something. This is one of them, apparently. Also, one of those things where you have to hit it. Maybe. This is skill for sorcerers and
I appreciate it.
yeah, see,
Truly.
sorcerers and archers.
Here. It is the token
Oh,
of
and
my
magic knights.
heartfelt
Magic knights for sure.
gratitude.
Anyways, you shoot this skill, and when you hit it, it does extra damage and eventually explodes because it's based on the amount of hits that you've done, and increase the amount out from it. Basically, it's just a charge type. If you hit it more, it'll do more damage. Also, that gem was for Elven. You get more money from them if you sell it there. I believe it was 2,400 for Elvens, and then 800 for default. Oh, this camp. It's perfect timing. Oh, there's goblins there. And that wasn't a camp. That was a torch, apparently. It's really helping for everyone here. You missed with an arrow. Not bad. Oh, that's right. I remember what the hell the damn spell does now. It continues to let you cast. Yeah, see? That's what it was. That was the difference. Completely forgot about that. Oh, it does look quite powerful. No, wait, it is camp. Cool. Alright, so I need to make camp, rest for morning, because good god, it's difficult to see without a decent light source. Exquisite meat. Or in it. This one has recovered for, I believe stamina? No, health. Sure, why not? I only have one of those. I swear to god, it's a real thing. It just looks way too realistic. You know, compared to the graphics. Plus, I want to blame them for doing a real one.
Indeed.
All right.
Hoping this remains our usual
So they do have different types of tents. One of them I recommend getting is through a quest. It's 4, I believe, in weight rather than 7. It gives a greater bonus, I believe. Maybe it was just luxury. I can't remember.
A common reward for
Oh, that's right. So Outward was a game that allows you to grab a pot and put it upon your head, which I tend to forget because of the fact that it doesn't take up a inventory slot, or not slot, but take up weight is what I meant to say. Which, to be honest, is very useful, especially when you're already at max. Trigger one. And up we go. I apparently missed. I think I killed Bunny by mistake. Yes, I did. 2 of them.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Why is mine still active? Oh, did I get the default timer and I didn't?
I've an inkling this place
Apparently
will
yes.
yield a rarity or two.
Well spotted.
When should I have my stuff? Bark goes to... Oh, it's just a concoction. The bark itself is worth more. Oops. Give it a froze. Give it a froze. Give him some of that too, because I already have a few of them. That. Give. Give again. Give some more. Mastiff or Mistiff can just be sold. Leather is ripened grapes. So long as I don't progress today again, it should be fine, probably.
This should be of use.
Ooh, Saurians. And apparently hunting a pig. Oh. Here, there's some goblins. Cool. Still forgot to still forgot to remove whatever the hell the character name is called. There's a Saurian. I think there's supposed to be one more around here. Here it is. Oh, there it is. And up we go. Son of a bitch, I had C instead of X.
It is not an enemy to be taken lightly. We must strike boldly and with presence of mind.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Many thanks for healing me, Arisen.
Oh fuck, I forgot one of those hidden goblins. I saw it too. I thought I was like, oh hey, that's like a mossy owl. Nope, I forgot the same things exist. The way it works is even if you see them, you don't get a lock on for them. You know, they'll sit around in the open like that. Should be more up there though. Occasional. I believe I have to sneeze, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, I'm not going to the building back there. Ah, fuck, I missed my turn. And of course you're rear. Fire is such a useful skill against him. Though I should have stuck with an ambush. Let's see, I need to take a right. Wait, are you...
My talents lie in combining materials.
Oh, you are.
And I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Ooh, lunch.
If ever you've need of an ear to listen.
So now I have a thief. I do need to remove this
carefully
one.
Conserve my strength.
What do I need? Because you're just calm.
I dare say I've accomplished a few.
Capcom, that's right. A Capcom NPC. So even if you give them it, it just doesn't do anything. It's usually better reserved for those who actually have played or are playing, because it goes to them. Means, you know, listening anything, and there's another adventure. You can become also to you accidentally hit them.
Would you mind coming over here?
You motherfucker. I forgot they do that. So basically what just happened is that he crafted a lot of shit. Ah, fucking hell. There goes all my damn fruit. I barely took the round ones, shit. Wait, why the fuck do you have that? So from the way it looks, he helps regulate my shit and stupidly fucking took all my shit and turned it into potions. Oh right, we have to Frozen Live. You made it suck. Frick. He took all my fucking fruit that was supposed to be meant for money. What's that? Ignore that. I completely forgot that they can do that. I thought, hey, it's something useful. No, I just lose all my fruit. I really want those fruits too. Those fruits were supposed to go to the beastman who will sell or buy them for an exorbitant amount of price. I guess he wasn't really fond of that idea, was son of a bitch, I can leave her with that. Shit. I really want to get there is to, let's try like this then. So they locked the door on one side, but they're too stupid to open it. And, I could probably just... Yes. Holy crap. Rose, if you're watching, that was awesome. It was really fucking cool. I didn't expect it in mid-shot. Nor did I expect that. Oh, that's right.
We cannot break it from this side.
I understand.
Motherfucker, go up. By the way, core skills is it carries over to class specific things, and also that Onyx goes to Vermont, or where the fuck the place is called.
We must not let down our guard.
There we go. Oh hey, I'm almost here.
Might I be of assistance?
Tweak it a bit. Tweak too much. Hurt ourselves. There's like a group of goblin now. That was because I really like pushing his drink. Hope it killed birds, so it did something. There's a goblin. So placing two is over there and not over there, and I really want to kill them, but I don't bother. I still need to pick up the arch staff and the great sword, which I'm only going to be using one of them.
Used as a material.
I don't have to grab both of them to unlock both classes. I just need the weapon to unlock the class for that weapon. They froze. Yeah, they weren't down there like I thought it was. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Also, I don't know if you got here in time. You air shot a bandit when I shot him with one of these, and it got ragdoll and it got shot. It was so damn funny. Shit. By the way, they will ignore you if you're up there. It's technically a fire kind of creature. I don't like using the fire spells. Can I take that in? I don't think I can crouch. Yeah, I can't crouch. Anyways, onto the, you motherfucker. I got all my damn resources and converting them into better versions, which I don't want, because I don't even heal spell.
Ah, the return of the
And the Wyvern with a vengeance. Even after so long, I'm not here. I still remember it so well. You brought the boulder and set it down. What was your plan? Let him smell your anus. I wish I can, but it doesn't allow me to crouch. I think the closest to that is to I think the closest way to doing that is just to become a thief, I think. There wasn't like any crouching ability in the first game either at all. Because crouching usually implies that there's stealth. Usually, not always. And I got hit because I didn't see that one. So the staff is... I can for this back. They already know their plan. Their pet, Rocky the Builder. I know you meant Boulder, but still. So the rocks can break when used. Was it? It was tar. You fucking threw a bottle of oil at me?
Was excellent. I could have done no better.
Hobgoblin. By the way, you can create ice blocks for this spell. I don't know how to, it just occurs randomly. Oh, bitch. Oh wait, I went to a different room. This is the one with the boulders. I hate ice. No, it's lantern oil. So it's not gonna be kinky, it's more of a uncomfortable, disgusting, stains to your skin kind of oil. Not the good kind. I need to pick up the arch staff somewhere. Part of the cavern. And the other weapon, so I can get that done.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I mean, technically yes, but you're not going to pour motor oil upon yourself, are you? Because motor oil is incredibly toxic. And you're going to rub it into yourself when you're massaging your body, are you? It'd be very stupid, to be honest. I want to see my pose, or I want to know when I... Oh, read my own shit. They have the same name color. Well, not same. It's more like an Arctic blue over a navy blue. What's that about them? Oh, that reminds me. In the first game, if you collect goblin bodies, you can lure in the griffins. I think it was required for a specific quest. That's what it was. And I accidentally broke one of the damn bridges. I do need to collect the chest up here, though. I believe it was pants. Yes, it was. And it's Rose's pants. There you are. You now have a skirt or a dress, I guess, technically.
If
Congrats.
it is as broken as it seems, then I'm afraid we've no recourse but to find another way around.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
I can't get up there anymore. I have to go through a different route to get up to the top. I believe this one was either the staff or the sword. Staff. The Grievous Horn was originally a, I think an oily staff, a tarred staff, in the first game. I already went to there. Where is the other? Where do I go again? I know this sword is... Oh, I remember now.
Watch your step, Master.
We are rather exposed up here.
Oh, that's one quest done.
Where ranged attacks?
Right you are.
'Tis done.
Is indeed.
Splendid.
Goblins. A
I
pelted.
shan't let them harm you.
That was about BLT.
Pass the flames.
Yeah, I can probably save Tony right now. I don't need to do that. There it is. I believe that was the great sword.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
Yes, yes you were.
Our
But you're a
results are
paid
awaited.
burden, and that makes it
What say
worse.
we make our report?
Oh, it's broken. So normally this thing's supposed to be locked. I
This
suppose
route's
that
gone rotten.
it was broken
I'd
at some
best
point.
dispose of it and free up some space in my pack.
Man, that's so damn useful. But you've been
this the
carrying that
weapons
for
we
like a
sought to rule the
long
council for?
time.
Shall we present them to Sir Klaus?
So
If you would be
what
so
his
kind as to
ability
follow
does
me,
is
I shall take
craft
you to the one you
your
seek.
potions and everything useful. And also sort out the things you don't want to carry around with you. Because they're more of a pain in the ass to actually go through what you want to keep in your inventory and what not to. As you've seen, I'm mostly in a heavy zone most of the time. And he redistributes it to throughout the entire party. I believe once he's gone or if he disappears, it'll go to either your inventory or automatically go to your storage. I don't know which. I don't normally keep them with me. I usually just do things by myself. Also, they tell you where to go. So if you want to know where you need to go, based on the current quest that you currently have going on, it will do this. There will be an icon above his head, and he'll be running in front of you. I'm at a heavy level, giving off fast and movement.
We're better prepared than we might have hoped. What we need is already to hand.
What the fuck you mean? I barely even used health potion. I used one this entire time. Oh, that's right. You're working it now. Really on break, at least. Don't you just love having to deal with harpies? You know the things that is impossible to kill when you're a melee only.
Fire will prove effective against this foe.
Yeah, fine. It has been a pain. Apparently they're all dead. I do have a shortcut, I remember, but I'm too close to buy. That's what I think. Yeah, it is. As human
Right,
ears.
follow me.
Ears. Guys, his right follow me, and yet he's staying in place. Harpies. You and your fucking crafting. No, harpies is a bird with tits. Not huge. They're like a size of an eagle. With a torso of a woman and a face of a woman. And a tits of a woman. With the legs of an eagle. And wings of an eagle. Probably be smart if I just... Ooh, you have explosive ability. As a melee in this character or in this game, jumping from a certain height and stabbing things is so fucking satisfying.
We trounced our foe
And
well
yes,
through.
work sucks, and
We mustn't
damn
allow
break
ourselves
time
to
is
become
like
complacent.
breaking my damn
Take each
insanity.
trial as it comes.
Isn't it always?
Many
Of
thanks
course,
for healing
I
me,
wouldn't
Rita.
have such luxury to bitch about it if I had one of my own. You know, the graces of hiring is just not possible where I live. You know, despite the fact that everywhere it says supposedly hiring. There's a McDonald's near me that's supposedly hiring, and yet when I submitted an application, I got nothing. I once saw the one, wait, I mean the one I saw before, a huge harpy talking to a character. That's a sphinx. Also, that's an armored cyclops. You can tell by its legs and its arms. And probably a helmet. Nope, it doesn't have a helmet. This one. I think Gorklops has a helmet though. Also, this game gives you the best version of a caster. The inability to get harmed, even when sat on. Unfortunately, it doesn't carry over to a sorcerer, if I recall. Let's change the fact I can just kill it. Currently, the damage is being lowered due to the fact it has armor on his legs. Buff again. There is a class that's exclusively for buffing though, and I absolutely hate it. I haven't used it, but the ability to kill something hurts me mentally. Mostly because I'm not in charge of trying to kill things. Anyways, currently we have to break its armors on its legs until it decides it wants to give up and die. Currently, that seems to be done. Because there's no armor, its legs aside from chains, which just doesn't have any defense. You would think that armor that's made of metal will increase the amount of lightning damage it takes. It does not. Which is weird. I accidentally killed a deer.
Cyclops tusks are valuable materials. Shall we see if we can't break one off?
And what good will that do us?
Anyways, yeah, it was a Sphinx. It's a riddle creature. If you solve its riddles, it will give you a prize. If not, it would try to eat you. Or kill you. Which is technically both in this case, because you're going to be digested. As you're consumed whole like a bird. You know, just the normal things you expect from a giant boobed creature. Which ironically is not incorrect. Getting free food from deer meat. Technically yes, technically no, because I'm not going to bother picking them up. Headshots, as per usual, do a lot of damage, regardless if it's magic or not. As long as it's head damage, it is kill damage. I love fighting these things sometimes, but my current spell stats are just terrible for it. Especially with griffins. The only thing that's great against griffins is a freaking meteorite spell. And I don't have enough to unlock that. But it'll be fun. I did technically have access to it, but then I want to be a warrior, but I was too lazy to change to a different account which had a warrior. 4 accounts, because there's 4 main starting classes. One of them is currently a warrior. Not sword and board, but two-handed warrior.
Goblins, master.
Goblins, I don't see anything.
Exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Anyone around here? Yep. Too bad. So they did change or updated the wait, what? I went up higher. Because they changed how the charge attack works. It's no longer slow. It's not fast. No, the damage is basically the same. And I found my way out here. As long as I don't murder the damn animal pulling it. This is a shortcut. It takes about 100 coins. Let's see. There it is. One set. Well, if some would like being devoured by a huge titted bird lady. Yep, no kidding.
I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
It's 200 for a fucking return trip.
Ox carts make for relatively safe.
It's not safe, my ass. I had a fucking griffin destroy my ride on my journey to damn Trevelyan Mine. Or whatever the hell it is. Trevel? I think it's at this point I can just run. There is a way to get up there. And yes, you can travel the entire thing. It actually goes to a location, to be honest. I could care less about it though. Also, the reason why that quest is showing is because now it's considered date or nighttime, which means it's now available to be used. Anyways, you get up there, you go up there. Or you can go along that border and you can just go into a building. Too slow, steep. Either way, you can get there. I'm mostly a mage when I'm doing this, so I can just hover my...
Would you mind coming over here?
No.
Good tidings, sir.
Indeed.
How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons?
Well, you know, just average.
Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see.
Such a stupid name.
Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases
Exactly.
you, sir.
Oh,
However,
when time is done.
if you wish to register as a warrior instead,
Break time is always
you will
nice.
need to acquire a great
Good luck with work. Oh yeah,
Good
have
tidings,
fun.
sir.
I just
How
really
fares
want
your
to kill
retrieval of
goblins.
those plundered weapons?
I like killing things that are larger and harder to kill. Like griffins and beholders and everything else that resists my attacks.
You may now change your vocation
And as a single target.
What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end.
I brought
dare
2
say the
weapons and they
armory
say
will
it's
be
over.
supplied anon.
Just enough to supply an
Come to be
armory.
curious of other vocations. While it is admirable to devote, particularly if
low
you
14.
are eligible for a special vocation.
Okay, see, there it is. So I got
Unseen
+7 in
opportunities of
magic.
exciting potential.
In the first game, it was hard-coded to +4 for mages, +6 for sorcerers, for magic. This one's just somewhat random. Okay, so I need to grab these sorcerers because it's more superior. So I'm gonna change some of the shit. Yes, I know all about that stuff. I'm well acquainted with it. This must be for, yeah, it was for the inventory. This is what I get. This is my, oh, whoops. This is what I'm gonna get when I choose the class. I get everything that you're looking at. Yes, I think it was. I'll find out in like a couple of seconds. Finally, Salamander. This spell that's useful. Because it's a fire spell that isn't stupid. It's just that. It's useful. Yes. Thundermine, I believe, was AoE that season plays. Yeah. This one's really good, to be honest. Unfortunately, it can be used against NPCs. This one goes 3. This one shall go to 4 because I don't have everything else. Core Bursting Bolt is basically the same thing as I had before that I just don't have access to. Okay, for Rose, Deadly Arrow, useful. Erupting Shot, useful. Need to get him some more arrows. Manifold, probably fine, but Sweeping Shopper would be good for AoE. That's enough.
Have you
There
found
have been
any of the items
tokens.
discussed perchance?
No.
Always a pleasure.
Over here, if you please.
Got a new outfit. Now I need to throw my crap into storage. Because it doesn't do that automatically for some weird reason.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey.
Save. Store, equip, store, keep, store. Actually, I can sell that one right now. Mastiff, can sell. Meat, can't do anything with. Bark. Why is this one still with you? Store. Stores. No. Store. I think this one's useful, but not anytime soon. Or ever, really. What happened to all this stuff you got?
The foremost hospital. Much obliged.
Okay, so this one has a stamina skill, which is indefinite until you stop it. This one's a hold kind of skill, though. You hold it and release when you want to stop. There's better spells than I'm currently having equipped right now. How much money do I have? Do I have enough to buy a house? I probably do. I think it was like 20 grand.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer, well,
Do I look like I give a shit about the current destination? Because I don't. So, keep. Here it is, 24,000 or 2,400. I need, but I'm going to keep. Sell. Don't need that. Do need that. Don't. No. Maybe there's something else. So. I don't really need that. So I'm going to sell it. I feel like I can't make more. Anyways, there's a individual who is behind the guild area. I think it's right over here, actually. No, I think I see one. There they are. They ask if you want to buy a house.
I have an eye for people, and my
You stay
instincts
there
tell
for free
me
for, I
you're
believe,
a
7
trustworthy ilk.
days.
I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not. I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the
I'd rather bring the
cleaning,
model
and
back.
I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels.
Anyways, it's 7 days. You stay there. You don't have to continuously stay there. You just return whenever the hell you want. She'll be there at 7 or 8 days later.
Then
And
come on
when you
by
buy
and
the
have a
place, she'll
look-see.
periodically
I've
give you
taken the liberty
stuff,
of
or
marking the location
your
on the
friends that you've like bribed into loving you will leave things for you that are either good, useful, or worthless. Usually just give you really useful things. Sometimes they give you apples, sometimes they give you a port stone. I think a port crystal is possible as well. And I went the wrong way. I think there is also like milk wine or some shit. Like they'll give you like combinable stuff that is really useful.
What say you? Many thanks, friend.
She still reminds me of an artist from like olden times.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the
Anyways, it'd be
elements.
like on a door off to the side.
Let us make good use of it while we
I
can.
think it's off to the side because of the physics of the game.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the...
Anyways, to the right of where I was standing, or left, I mean, is a chest that you have access to, which allows you to get everything that you want stored or removed or whatever. Oh right, Toby, I forgot you existed. Let's see, the quest takes me to that guy. No? That's probably because it's not nighttime. Hairstylist, Gripstone, place to come in. I think this was a merchant crystal place. Tavern, which you can give round of beers. That will make a lot of people like you. Which I can do 200,000. Do round. Maybe too much. You know, once I get this confusing information. Tavern is over here. And everyone that's currently in it, which is 2 people, will have a positive interaction with you when you purchase a round.
Welcome to the stop. We serve all manner of fine ales here.
Which is indeed
Can I pour
2,000.
you a cup?
Doing that.
Whatever could you want from me?
I want to know how you're playing an instrument while not playing an instrument. Oh, this is a quest area.
That's it. I've had enough. Clear off. And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly.
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
So there's 2 ways of doing this. You
For a
can,
lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own.
anyways,
Mayhap we ought to lend him a hand, master.
we can talk to him first, or we can buy the item, which we already did. He will tell you about the situation,
welcome sight.
how much it cost, and he'll ask for 1,000. The item I got was 800 because I paid for
Forgive my
myself
boldness,
because I had a
but
discount.
I have a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold?
Oh.
I swear you'll be repaid in full. I don't believe it. How did you know I wanted this? Never mind. I'll treasure it all the same.
Either it becomes your buddy, you get to talk for a while. By the fountain, I
thanks,
forgot
sir.
to show.
And pray, let me return the favor someday.
He
Anyways,
seems a
this
young
is
man
the
of
fountain
decent
up here.
character.
You
I
be
believe
hate
he
this
promised
beggar,
to repay
who's a
your
noble.
kindness was a genuine
Anyways, there's a decapitated dragon. Spearman, who is apparently the size of a dragon or greater. Anyways, he'd be over here, sitting over here, talking to you, give you some items. One of them, I believe, was a noble's outfit. Then there was Jules. It's currently. I think he's going back to the capital. Or not capital, but area. Does he have greater vert?
Come take a look.
Not that it matters. I can just buy it. Like 600. So there's this spiked weapon here, which I'm not buying. The weapon itself is not great, but in the volcano area there's a fiery version of it. And then there's the disc playing weapon. It's weird looking. Let's buy the staff, but
glad
the
you did.
staff's like a lot of money. Don't recall. Give me a sec. I'm going to go. Let's see. Dragons. 2. Elven. Well, strongest staff. Well, it's arch staff, isn't it? Some shit. Let's see. Your life. Here's my item. Here it is. The Lion Lord's Archstaff. It is a purchased item for 60, well not 60,000, but the price is 56,900, which is not enough for what I have. It won't take long to get to. I still have to earn it. The that's our strength to a fucking staff. The strongest of it, or strongest weapons, the Dragon's Wit, which is an endgame item, and Cage Fury, it's stronger, which the original one was weak as hell, but its special ability was to, it was to increase the amount of damage based on your health, is what this one is. I think the other one was, it's something about storing. So the, Dragon's Wit is purchased through Worm's Life Crystal, which is dropped by dragons. You also have to find the character who does it, and it's only available at endgame, which is endgame stuff. So obviously I don't want that. What is a cage? In endgame again. So yeah, the Elven one, which is Lion Lord's Archstaff, is the strongest one you can grab at any point in the game. You know, when you first talk to the elf who wanted a bow, where you have to later change to a ranger, as it requires you to be a ranger. And then you have to shoot a target like once or twice, thrice, don't know where, don't remember which. And he would tell you where to go for the village. And then you can go to the village, do a quest. They'll give you a word crystal, which you can place on there because I'll teleportation. See, is the portal for the Elven area. Sacred Harbor Port Crystal is located in north of. Oh, they actually do have. It becomes accessible only after entering the Unmooring World, which is reached by us by fucking hell. That sounds like endgame shit. No wonder it was a fucking invisible. They don't have it until like the endgame. So you can duplicate it with the Sphinx, which isn't technically a bad thing. The issue with it is that I have to find the Sphinx, where it could just be easier just to go to the Elven Village, do a quest relating to him, and do the quest, you know, just reward you with it. Easy peasy, for just makes it. Which probably just easier to stay there in first place since I need 60 grand. Is also want to upgrade it.
That's just as well.
See, currently I have a third of what I need.
Better to be selective than wasteful.
Yes, I'm going to end it here. Whether or not I do this again is up to chance. I don't know if my mood would be for it. Whether is it? I don't know. Yes, I'm going to find some raid. Hopefully it's someone I know. Dark isn't on though. I know that much. So Dark is doing a ghost hunting stream tomorrow, as usual time I believe, which is 7 p.m. Central. That's by my time though. See anyway. Minthar does sound familiar. I know them from our Twitter. Yes, I remember them. Let's go read them. And it's good timing too because my throat is starting to die on me. I just love it. Or toast paste pasta. Anyways, thank you for watching. Your guess is good as mine as when I'm going to do it again. Hopefully it's not another 2 weeks. So thank you for your raid. Ruin my toasts. I know I kind of screwed up on trying to do all the rating stuff. It's been a while since I've been rated and I don't have a set for that. So I apologize for that. I will, as per usual, shout out for the on Twitter because it's not always, it's just easy that way. Anyways, bye. Hope you have a great time. Day, night, where the hell you. Bye.